it.
The most difficult part of a prosecutor's job is hearing the same story over and over again from very sincere attorneys describing their defendant. He's such an ordinary guy, they say. She's such an ordinary person. Well, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, ordinary people have sides to them that many of us will never know. Sides that have affairs. Sides that commit murder. And I submit to you that Andrea Tobias has a side that did both. The state will prove beyond a reasonable doubt that Mrs. Tobias, a married woman, distraught over Mr. Mayron's desire to end their affair, went to his office on the evening of October 6th for the sole purpose of killing him. And with a blunt object, she struck him repeatedly on the head, crushing his skull.
Ms. Lewis?
The prosecution is presenting a case against Andrea Tobias based purely on circumstantial evidence. Yes, Ms. Tobias was having a relationship with Charles Mayron. She will admit that on the stand. But no, she was not in his office that night. And no, she did not kill him. Now, as Mr. Clarkson presents his evidence in this trial, I want you to be on the lookout for the one piece of evidence which could prove with certainty who killed Charles Mayron. The murder weapon. Now, watch very closely, because Mr. Clarkson doesn't have this mallet, this hammer, this blunt object. Because if he did, I could prove to you right now what he already knows. He has the wrong person.
Your Honor, Tony Canfield.
Hi, Tony. What's up?
Look, I'm sorry to bother you at home, but I just saw something here that, doesn't quite work for me. Thought I'd talk to you about it.
Sure, shoot.
The night of the murder, did you make any calls to Mayron's home or office?
No,
What about your husband?
I doubt it. Why?
Well, I just got the sheet back with all of Mayron's calls. It says here there was a 2-second phone call made from your house to Mayron's house, just after midnight. Then, 8 seconds later, there's another call from your house to Mayron's office. Yana, you there?
Yeah, I was just thinking that Alan probably... I mean, it's possible that he called Charles after I went to bed.
Okay. I'm sorry to bother you. Tell Alan I may have to speak with him to follow up, okay?
Oh, sure. No problem. Thanks, Tony.
Good night.
Night. What are you doing here?
Been thinking about you a lot these last few weeks, and I missed you. I know that a lot has happened, and I've done things which I regret. Things got out of hand. I need you. And you need me. Listen, we can just start all over. It's just you and me now.
This isn't a good time.
Hey, I can fix everything. Gwen, don't do this to me. Don't do this to yourself.
I'm sorry.
Remember that I came for you. Just remember that. Because I'm never coming back. You're on your own.
Mr. Knoll, as chief forensics expert, what evidence was there to suggest that someone else was present on the night of the murder?
Well, we found an article of clothing and other items which indicated a woman had been in his office that night.
Were you able to lift fingerprints from the murder scene?
Yes, we were.
Did any of those fingerprints match those of the defendant, Andrea Tobias?
Yes, they did.
No further questions, Your Honor. Your witness.
Mr. Knoll, if anyone else's fingerprints found at the scene of the crime,
Yes, there were a few.
and to whom did they belong?
Well, some were never identified. Others belonged to people who worked here in this building.
Such as?
Well, Mr. Mayron's secretary, of course, and his clerk, and yours, I believe, and Her Honor's.
Her Honors.
Yes.
Well then, Mr. Knoll, if the presence of fingerprints at the scene of the crime is what this trial is based on, I should be sitting at that defendant's table, or Her Honor, or anyone in this city who's been in Charles Mayron's office in the past several months.
Objection, counsel, is speech-making.
Sustained, Miss Lewis.
Your Honor, I draw the court's attention to a piece of evidence marked Exhibit C, the earring found at the crime scene. Mr. Knoll, is there any indication whatsoever that the earring in this bag belongs to Andrea Tobias?
Well, there are traces of fingerprints on the surface of the earring, but as yet the tests have been inconclusive.
Please answer the question, Mr. Knoll. Is there any factual indication that either this earring or the pair of women's underwear found under Charles Mayron's sofa belongs to Andrea Tobias?
No, not as yet, no.
In point of fact, Mr. Knoll, doesn't the most recently gathered evidence which I will present in this courtroom, suggest that an entirely different woman came to see Charles Mayron on the night he was murdered?
Your Honor, objection.
Sustained.
Withdrawn.
I'm being set up.
What?
Someone planted my things at the crime scene.
Jesus.
It's Alan. I can't believe he'd do this. It's what he meant when he said that he'd done things he wished he could take back. But I needed him now.
Yeah. But you were here that night. With me.
Illicit lovers don't make the best witnesses. No. If this ever went to trial, I'd be eaten alive.
Prosecution calls Abe Gleason to the stand. Mr. Gleason, could you describe for us what you saw take place on that particular evening?
Well, just as I started down the stairs from 3, I saw this woman go into Mr. Mayron's office.
Could you describe that woman for us?
She was young, maybe 30 or 40 years old, dark hair, and a long black coat.